Okay, hello teacher, and today my friends and I are going to present about our assignment. It's about the school reform. So our group consists of 6 members. I'm Song Wei, I'm the first presenter, and Ratana is the second presenter. Sue is the third presenter. Siu Mei is the fourth presenter. Pani is the fifth presenter, and Lina is the last presenter for today. And at the end of the video, I will provide you the conclusion of the whole project. So let me get started. So this proposal is aimed at improving the existing system of a traditional private school in the rural area, and the project will reform toward the improvement of teaching, monitoring, and education at that school. So based on the fact sharing from one of our members, she's a teacher there, and she told us the story about her workplace. So the first one is that she said that the school has no curriculums at all. So that means there's no exact level for the kid program or the teen program at that school. So that means the student will never know when they will graduate from that English program or that school. I think it's not that good as a educational institute. We better have the curriculum. The second one, she said that the school use a traditional way to store the student data. Like she mentioned that they use a notebook to store all the information of the student. So it's very tough for all the teacher, not her, but all the teacher, when they want to find some kind of information of student A or B. So they need to open the book like page by page and find it. It's not they don't use a software computer, even though they have a laptop. She don't know why. Okay, and another thing, she said that the school is lack of materials to support the teachers in teaching. The school has no LED projector. The school has no speaker for the teacher to use, and even a rubber to clean the whiteboard. Sometimes you need to use a piece of clothes, the rack. Sometimes you need to use the tissue paper to clean the whiteboard. So it's very tough for her as a teacher, because she said that sometimes she need to use a projector to show some picture for her student, especially the kid, the word and the picture, so that they can catch up very well. And sometimes you need to play some video for the student to watch, to hear the pronunciation of those words. So it's not that easy. It's very tough for her as a teacher. She wants to provide a good quality of education, but she can't because she lack of those material. But actually she also said that there's a speaker. There's only one speaker at that school, and it's too big, it's too loud, and the sound is not that clear. She mentioned that the sound is not that clear. They can't pronounce a word correctly. Yes, so she cannot use that speaker, and that big speaker is just used for the lining up, to control the student, to sing a song, play a song, to dance, or something like that. So it's not that tough. So after hearing all that story from our member, so the leader of our team decided to choose her school, for example, in order to do a school reform. So after the leader lists down some part or some section that each member is going to working on, so he hand the parts to each student to work. So this project, after we all gather together and discuss about this assignment, so we all find three objectives for this project. So the project is implement with the three objectives. The first one is that after we finish the reforms, the school must be a standard school with a good learning environment. And the second one is that the school must be an institute that equipped with the ease of work, so all the staff or the teacher can work there easily, they can teach it easily. Okay. And the last objective is that the school must be a recognition school by the student, by the local, and by the Ministry of Education. Because nowadays she said that like it's a very traditional school, so like that means they don't think that the school is really good enough. She heard that from the citizens, the locals, and some students, something like that. Alright, so that's it for my part. So next, let's see our action plan.
Okay, for step 1, I'm gonna talk about the database system. As you know, in the modern educational environment, affection student information management is very important and necessary for each school. As our school before, we just follow the traditional one. We don't use any computer. So now we will create our own database system, which include student information, teacher information, textbook usage, academic level, and even the school fee payment. So we will organize the system into several connection tables, such as student table, teacher table, school fee payment table, and even the textbook. We will use the ID to note which item, such as if we want to know about one student, we just type the ID and then we will find all the information about their name, their birth, the date of birth, or their level, or like the place that they live. So it's gonna be easy for us to find and to control. It's not just easy for the school, but the school administrator also can be easy for them to be controlled in that school. So that's all.
Okay, so for step 2, we're going to talk about structure, curriculum, and entrance exam. So for the structure of our school, we create a chart that includes the role of work for each staff who working in this school to let them know about what they need to respond, especially for teacher, who they need to listen, who they can discuss with when they face the problem in their working, and who they can receive the order from. So for the chart, it's not too complication because I divide it into part step by step. And the first person in our structure is head of school or principal. Is the one who manage and control to all the staff those under. They need to control and check all the work in the school. They are the one who can reform the curriculum and give new strategy for teaching to build more quality in the teaching program. It means they manage everything. And second person is vice principal, is an administrator in a school who assists the principal in managing the school operation. Their responsibility often include overseeing staff such as accountant, coordinator, or teaching staff, and coordinating various school activity. They need to report everything that related to the school activity to the principal. When it has the problem with the process that the school need to reform, they can discuss with the staff under them or to the principal directly if it is hard to solve. And third person is accountant. Is a professional responsible for managing financial record, preparing financial statement, ensuring complaint with the tax regulation. They need to responsible for school fee that the student paid for the studying, responsible the payment that the school need to pay to the staff and some material that used in the school. They work really close to the vice principal because it is related to the financial that is very important for school. And for person is coordinator is an individual responsible for organizing and managing activity or projects within a specific center. Their role often involve planning, even facilitating communication among teaching staff, student or parent. They are the one who is the staff can discuss with when they face the problem, and they are also the one who coordinate with the parent also. And fifth person is teaching staff is a group of educators, so they need to responsible for instructing students in a school or educational institution. They just follow the role or step of teaching that coordinator provide them and complete us what the school need to achieve the goal of the school program. So the first person that they can talk and discuss with is coordinator. They cannot talk directly to the principal. And the last person of our structure is student or parent. So for the new school reforming, why we add parent in the school structure? We include parent in the new reforming because we think that in learning we cannot involve only school and parent, but we also need parent involvement to build the student skill, make them more active, and they can practice what they have learned at school to apply it at home with the parent. And the second part of step 3, it is about curriculum. So for the curriculum, after we discuss what we need to reform on the curriculum of the school, there are 6 points. And we hope it will be better for school program to build more skill for students and staff who working in the center. The first one is define goal and objective. So these involve identifying the main objective of the curriculum and the measurable outcome that educator wants students to achieve. School need to clearly define what they want to improve in their student and then develop the plan to achieve them. And second point, assess student need. This is the process of assessing student interest. Understanding the need, have educator design a curriculum that is accessible, relevant, and engaging, ensuring that all students can succeed. And third point, select content and material. This step involves selecting appropriate topic, resources, and teaching material that aligns with the goal and objective set. This selection should reflect current knowledge of the relevant culture and level of difficulty to accommodate students. This process is undertaken after assessing student interest. And 4 point, assessment and evaluation. So these involve collecting information on student learning outcome. Assessment is used to measure understanding, guide learning decision, and determine the effectiveness of the curriculum. 5th point, professional development. This involves ongoing education and training for educators to improve their teaching skills. They need to learn new strategy of effective curriculum implementation. And 6th point, community and parental involvement. These involving parent and wider community in the educational process. Involvement can include collaborating on curriculum development, participating in school activity, and fostering support network that enhance student learning and development. It also help parents become more knowledgeable. And the last part of step 3 is about entrance exam. So entrance exam that we mentioned here is the kind of exam that the student need to take before they start the class in our school. We use this exam to test the student knowledge, to measure their ability before let them to start the class that fit to their age and knowledge. And what we use to test them are about 4 skills of English, writing, speaking, listening, and reading. We set the specific score for each subject and divide it into different levels. For this way, it is not only finding the level for students correctly, we can find their shortcoming too. So by doing this activity, it is easy for teacher to find the strategy for their teaching. It is very important that school need to do entrance exam because we can find the level that fit to the student and put the student into their level correctly.
So now I will be present in step 3, be more professional. that in this section is really important for our school look like organized and professional. The first one we're gonna talk about teacher must have uniform and salary invoice. So all the teacher that take in our school, they will wear the uniform that provide from our school to show the unity, discipline, and professionalism. Additionally, they will be receive the salary invoice to clearly see the best salary deduction and also the other bonus. It's really important for them to build the trust between the teacher and our school. The second part it is about school must have standard format for lesson note, test and score sheet. You know that lesson note is really important for all the teacher when they take the student. That in lesson note we will be include like clearly objective, instructional strategy, require material, and also assessment method. The next is about test sheet. In the test sheet, we will make it in clear and professional format that to avoid the misunderstanding for the student when they take the exam, and also it ensure fairness and save the teacher time when they preparing the test for the student. The last one is about the score sheet. In the score sheet also really important for all the teacher that all the teacher will be use the same format to record the student score and also track the student progress and clearly. It also have the teacher easier to report the student and spot the problem of the student. That's all for my part.
So let's move to the next step. Step 4, material support teaching. Having the appropriate material in an educational environment is essential for fostering an effective learning atmosphere. So the first is speakers. We need to add 5 speakers and this cost around $215. Important speaker enhance audio quality for lecture presentation. The benefit of it, they enhance students by assuring that everyone can hear and comprehension the material being presented, thereby improving learning outcome. So second is LCD projector. We need to add 3 LCD projector and this cost around $2,500. Important of it is enable educator to show visual context including slide videos and interactive lesson. The importance of it, visual aid can enhance understanding and rejections, make lesson more interactive and captivating. And third is the fan. There are 5 classes and 1 room. We need 2 fan. 1 room we need 2 fans, so this costs between $100. And the importance of it helps in us fresh airs and school crucial for a comfortable learning environment. And the benefit of it, a comfortable classroom environment helps them to maintaining focus as discomfort can lead to distractions and diminished productivity. And for rubber, we need to add 5 rubber and this cost maybe $5. And the last one is the library or book to read. So we need add the 15 book to 18 books for students to read and this cost around $500. And the importance of it, the libraries service as the visual resources of the information and materials. And the benefit of it foster independent learning, critical thinking, and the explorations of the new concept, access to diverse range of the new concept, and diverse range of the book, and enhance literacy skill, and knowledge. So, in conclusion, these materials play a crucial role in the teaching and learning process by improving engagement, offering resources, and fostering an environment that is conducive to educational success. So, that's all. Thank you.
Step 5 is talking about staff motivation. It have 2 points. The first one is the rest period after major exam. So it's talking about the school. The school should provide both teacher and student with 3 to 4 days of following major examination such as midterm and final. This allows time for rest, recovery, and preparation for the next academic phase, helping to reduce burnout and maintain motivation. And second is performance-based incentive. It is talking about the school should implement a small bonus system for teachers who demonstrate excellent performance or maintain perfect attendance without requesting leave. While the amount does not need to be large, a bonus of $5 to $10 every 3 or 6 months can be served as positive recognition and motivation for staff. So having all necessary resource is very important for the source of both teacher and student. When teachers have enough teaching material, equipment, and support, they can prepare lesson more effectively. Use different teaching methods and create an engaging learning environment. And students also benefit from better results because they can practice more, understand lesson carefully, and develop their skill fully. And in this school, there are of total 6 teachers for 5 classes. This is a good arrangement because each class gets full attention from the teacher. If the teacher is sick, can leave, another teacher can help, so learning continues smoothly. Teachers can share ideas, support each other, and can work together to improve teaching quality. Smaller teacher-to-student ratio helps students get more individual attention, leading to better academic results. Having enough staff and resources make for school stronger and have prevent teacher bonus and ensure that both student and teacher do their best every day.
Okay, so in short, this document really reflects all the private schools who are still using the traditional way to run their school, especially those in rural area. And this is like also a message to remind them to start reforming their school in order to enhance education system and facilitate the learning and teaching process. All the necessary recommendation and suggestion will be provided to the participating teacher for future application and implementation. This will be a structured and ongoing process to be followed with a predetermined timeline in order to promote and maintain the continuation of the reform. And yes, that's it, and that's all for our presentation today. Thank you, teacher.